Good morning and welcome to this week's episode of Coffee and Cabinets. I'm your host, kitchen and bath designer, Jordan Thomes. Thank you so much for coming back. This is part 2 in our 3-part series of a recently completed custom project. This week we are going to touch on the newly installed Dekton Countertops. Last week we did touch on the custom cabinets and newly installed flooring, so if you didn't watch that episode, go ahead and check that out and then come back for this week's Dekton episode. We're going to start here with the before photos of this kitchen. You'll see that the island had a really dark brown solid surface countertop, while the perimeter had a really old-fashioned gold-colored granite. Here in the kitchen, we utilized Dekton, which is one of our solid surface countertop options. It is comparable to porcelain. Dekton is one of the most durable surfaces on the market. You really have to work to do anything to your Dekton, and it provides a really beautiful, unique pattern that we can't get in a quartz, but especially not in a natural stone. You'll see here that we utilized throughout all of the perimeter and the island countertop, we used Dekton's REM pattern, which is a nice light white with a little bit of patterning in the background, and then we do have some of the darker brown with a hint of grayish taupe veining throughout to give a really deep pattern. And Tank here is just playing with towels. He loves it here in the kitchen. The last section here in the kitchen is this additional bar space where there is extra storage for the cabinetry, and it's just an extra little landing space. And it's really easy to see here that there's also a full height backsplash, which brings all that color, pattern, and depth right up to your cabinets. And it also eliminates having to decide between tile choice, grout color, and all that when you're guaranteed a perfect match if you do full height backsplash. It does also add a really nice seamless look, so you don't have to worry about all of those extra cracks, crevices that you do have to deal with grouted tile. That makes it really easy to keep clean too, which is a huge plus. A fun tool that we have available on our website, ivocabinets.com, is our kitchen visualizer. You're going to head over to ivocabinets.com, and up in the top you're going to see the design button, and if you hover over that, you'll see the kitchen designer tool there kind of towards the middle of that list. We have a few other tools available, and that's the first one listed. Within this kitchen design tool, you have the ability to change cabinet color, countertop options, backsplash, and even the floor. You can mess around and pull together some different combinations, so whether you like a really dark stone, a really light stone, if you want some pop of color in there, there's a lot of options to mess around with. You can see here there are also some options for stacked stone, so similar to this project that we're going over this week, you can see what it would look like to possibly include some stone in your kitchen. You can see there's a lot of fun options for cabinet color, different choices to give you different visualization, and then finally you can end with the floor just to see what taste you like and what pairs together. Similar to our options for design packages, you can take a look at different layouts so you can see which one you like better, whether you have the second featured option with an island or the first with a peninsula. Thank you so much for tuning into this week's episode. This was part 2 in our 3-part series, so make sure you did watch episode 1 and make sure you come back next Saturday morning for part 3. See you then!